Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Karges for those of you that don't know me, and in this channel we talk everything real estate and personal development. Today we're going to be talking in real estate, and specifically, do I think the real estate market is going to crash in 2022? Let's find out. The way I decide if I think the real estate market is going to crash, obviously, I'm going to look at the real estate market. What is a real estate market? What are things doing? It's buyers, sellers, supply and demand, right? And as that supply and demand changes, pricing changes for real estate, right? It goes up, it goes down. Overall, it goes up over time. So if you're investing for the long term, this doesn't matter as much. Just make sure you buy smart based on the numbers that you ran and then hold on to it long term. Let the cash flow come in. Most of this has to do with something short term. I do a lot of house flips. I kind of need to know what's going to happen in about 6 months. Studying these, finding out, okay, where are we in the cycle? Typical cycles last usually about 7 to 8 years. Our market's been going up for about 14. So we are due to a correction, which I do think is happening. Artificially, I do think it's being forced because the Fed changing the rates, trying to control inflation, and they've done it now large changes several times. Most people out there right now are feeling that shift. There has been a dramatic shift in the decrease of buyers. There has been a dramatic shift in the increase of supply. Now our supply is nowhere near what typical market equilibrium is. So there still is low supply. Kind of adds a unique factor to this. So as of right now, I'm still seeing buyers. We're not seeing 15, 20 offers anymore. I just had a property go under contract this weekend. I'm not seeing 20 to 30 showings. We actually had only about 5 showings, but I got 4 offers. So 4 out of 5 have made an offer. They're very serious. People that need to buy, want to buy are still out there. Because based on the interest rate, historically, back in the 80s, interest rates had got as high as 17%. The interest rate recently, obviously it was historically low, went over 6%, went back under 5, now we're in the low 5s. I think the interest rate, it is in a lot more healthy spot. And I think people realize that. It's still overall fairly inexpensive interest to buy a house. Some people are trying to take advantage of some of the correction that we've already had. What I'm seeing here mostly is about a 10% reduction. Backs us up a couple months in the growth that we've had. And I think that's good, that's healthy. We didn't want it to keep going as crazy as it was before. Am I seeing a correction? Yes. Now is that gonna be an extremely bad correction, which we would call a crash? I don't know. I think it could go either way. The short answer is, I do not think it's gonna crash in 2022. I still think we're starting to normalize a little bit, but the Fed's not done changing the rate. If it does crash, can we handle it? What I can tell you is I do not think it's going to crash like it did in the Great Recession where house prices dropped 40 to 50%. I do not think that that's going to happen. I think this correction, might it go more than 10%? Yeah, I think it might go to 10 to 20% is what I'm thinking right now in the market, and that this might last anywhere from 1 to 3 years. Those are my expectations. That's what I'm planning around. I actually think the Fed is still going to adjust the rate slightly, 1, 2, maybe even a third time, but I think as the economy as a whole, I think they're going to have to actually end up reversing and lowering the rate, which will spur purchasing again in the housing market. We'll kind of see how this plays out. So for 2022, no, I don't think we're gonna hit a big 50% crash. Do I think there's a correction going on right now? Yes, so just make sure, adjust your numbers when you're buying or buy for the long term. Right now, a lot of people are asking themselves, should I be sitting on the sidelines? If you're not educated, sure, but you should be going out there trying to educate yourself. If you're just sitting on the sidelines, you might be missing some great opportunities. I'm already seeing opportunities right now, and I think some big opportunities are gonna be coming later. Fear creates big opportunities. There's more people that are having fear. Don't let fear control you. Educate yourself, get over the fear, follow whatever plan you come up with. Guys, I put out new videos every Thursday, so stay tuned, keep an eye on those. Occasionally, some of those will be market updates to where I will let you know exactly where I think the market is, where it's going, what adjustments am I doing, and hopefully that can help you in the long term. So until next week, see you then. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and click the next video below.